Welcome to Scott's Grant, a unique and distinguished home development in Northern Greensboro that stands out from the typical new build neighborhoods you may have seen. This exclusive community offers a perfect blend of modern luxury and serene suburban living, with homes featuring spacious interiors and lots of upscale finishes. The neighborhood also boasts a private playground and outdoor eating area for hosting large events with family and friends. Additionally, the community is conveniently close to local shopping, dining, and recreational amenities, providing everything you may need. For those looking to build their dream home, a few last-second lots are still available in Scotts Grant, so don't miss out on this opportunity to join. And this week, we're going to be looking at the capitalization rate, or the cap rate. A lot of times, this is a key metric that's used in real estate to assess the profitability or the return potential on an investment property. It represents the rate of return on an investment based on the income the property is expected to generate. The cap rate typically helps investors compare different real estate investments and determine if the property is worth an investment. Now, the formula in order to calculate the cap rate is your net operating income divided by your property value, or also your purchase price if you want to look at it that way, times 100. Now, one key thing, the net operating income is its own individual kind of calculation. Your NOI, net operating income, is just going to end up equaling the gross income. So we'll just put the income minus all of your expenses. So when you're going through and trying to figure out what to put in for the formula in that situation, you have to understand that portion of it. Now, the property value, like I said, is the market value or the amount that's paid to purchase the property. So let's look at this example that we have over off to the side over here. Suppose you buy a rental property for $500,000 and the property produces $50,000 in rental income. The operating expenses for the property total $10,000. Now, there's a list of a bunch of things that could be operating expenses. So if you're looking at going through and calculating your own potential capitalization rate, then these are some of the things that you would go through and look for. Now, in this situation, your net operating income is going to end up being your gross income, which is going to be your $50,000 minus your expenses, which are $10,000. So when I look at the calculation for your cap rate, so your cap rate in this case is going to be equal to $40,000 for your net operating income. And you're going to divide that by your purchase price of $500,000. Once you divide those together and multiply by 100 to turn it over to a percent, you're going to end up getting about 8%. So this just means that the property is expected to generate an 8% return on your investment based on its income. Now, if you were to interpret the cap rate, typically if you have a higher cap rate, it's going to indicate higher risk, but potentially a higher return. But in contrary, if you have a lower cap rate, it suggests a lower risk and a possible lower return. Usually if it's a lower risk, it means that the properties are usually more stable and in desired areas. But if there's a high risk, they may be in a less desirable location, but could potentially give you the most bang for your buck. I hope you learned a little bit about the cap rate today. And if you're looking at doing any sort of investing in rental properties or Airbnbs or anything like that, make sure that you're utilizing this metric to the best of your abilities. Hope you liked it. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Thanks.